It's 1st and 10 from the 12. From the gun, it's Ryan. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former Super Bowl MVP, Malcolm Smith.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they're throwing interception, and they're going to come away empty.
For San Francisco, Charles, earlier we discussed Jimmy Garoppolo, the year he had after the injury. They had to scramble, really, at quarterback. But now they're going to have the number 2 overall pick because of the injury-riddled 4-12 campaign. Where do you think they go?
They'll have different options, too, because many will say secondary. They just had 2 interceptions all year long. Worst in the NFL. Pass rush, to me, it's edge rusher because I think they get the rush inside with DeForest Buckner. I think he does a really nice job for them. But could they trade back from number 2? I think they'll be sitting by the phone saying, hey, you guys want to talk? We're agreeable to that.
So now at 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look. 6 DBs.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Back to throw. Flush to his right. Goodwin able to haul it in. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first.
And there was absolutely zero pressure on the quarterback on that play. 3rd down, and he has all the time in the world to eventually find an open receiver for a first down pickup.
Watch him now, Barney. Barney. No. Check. Patriots.
They run with Breida, and the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface, so the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Vic Beasley in there to get him for a loss of 9. And that'll lead to 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And this is incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And it'll be a turnover on downs. For the Falcons, Charles, we talked all year about the injuries that they had in 2018, and you kind of touched on it earlier, too. It's hard to get around them, though, when you look back at this past year. So they go to 7-9, and I know that that's not what they wanted, but with all the injuries, is that okay?
It would be if you didn't think.
And he fires one that's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. With the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Detroit! Detroit! Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10, right at the 40.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
He'll look to throw. And Salek here, left side. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis with you. It's the 49ers in control of the football. They face a 2nd and 7 to start things out.
Lucky 56.
He'll drop to throw. Over the middle, and he's got Goodwin complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 11 yards for number 11. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Set! Blue 90! Blue 90!
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
This is Breida. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
3-19! 3-19! Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. And his throw is incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin. And it's 2nd down.
Terrific coverage in the end zone that time. Forced him out of the pocket to his right. I thought maybe try and run it there, but no one came open for him. Nice job by the defense of not getting out of their lanes.
Gone! Detroit! Detroit!
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Forced out to his left. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
Hurry up, here we go! Blue 90! Blue 90! Leopard! Leopard!
Now again with a big fullback use check. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and goal. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down.
All right, here we go. 3-19! 3-19!
Looking to throw. That is incomplete. George Kittle, the receiver that he was looking for. And it's 3rd and short. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
So it's 3rd and goal, and now the question, can this Falcon defense stand tall once more? They'll set up to throw. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. Robbie Gould on now to try the field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Gould is able to put it through. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Running game working, they'll stick with it on 1st down. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
2 minutes to play here in the 1st half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. On 2nd down, here's Ryan. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones, his intended receiver. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the 1st half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Ryan on the screen. This is Coleman. He's got the 1st down and more past midfield. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. He's airing it out for Sanu. And the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
Ryan. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. Matt Ryan, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons are in for 6. Bryant's extra point up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Here's Bosher to kick it away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Looking sideline, incomplete. He was trying to get it to George Kittle as tight end. 3rd down here.
Wait. Let's go. 12.
The first throw here for the backup Garoppolo. And this is going to be incomplete. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
The offense stays put. They failed twice already in this first half, but they're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. They do go for it. It's Garoppolo. Man open, it's Goodwin. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Now Ryan on 1st down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Ryan. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. On 3rd down, Ryan. Now they go screen. It's complete. Well contained there defensively. The screen gets only a yard, and it's 4th. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the 2nd quarter. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. And Bryant's kick is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
Here's Bosher to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because a bit deeper into their play. Separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now it's Ryan. And Jones has it over the middle. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Solomon Thomas there on the tackle. On 3rd and 1, Ryan. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Solomon Thomas coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. Here we go on 4th down with Ryan. Dancing to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Garoppolo to throw on 2nd down. Throws a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. First target, first catch at a first down. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Stepping up, he'll try and run. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
13.
Now Garoppolo throwing on 2nd. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Kyle Juszczyk there to make the grab. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good. And we are even at 10 apiece. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed.
And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Sheldon Day with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Show some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. Ryan now, 5 straight completions here in this second half, 1st and 10. To throw again is Ryan. The left side completion to Jones. And he's taken down inside the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunky yardage picked up there.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Jones. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones, 29 yards. And the Falcons have broken our tie. Here's Bryant for the extra point. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and that makes it a 17-10 score. Here's Bosher to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Garoppolo, and it's incomplete. An exciting week with a divisional round coming up on the NFC side of things, Charles. Dallas at L.A., the Rams. Philadelphia at New Orleans. What do you think?
Well, I can't wait because Dallas at the Los Angeles Rams. The Rams feel like they've gotten their mojo back down the stretch on offense. Dallas feels like they can pound and bruise against anyone with Ezekiel Elliott carrying the load. That's going to be a marquee game. And how about Philadelphia, New Orleans, the defending Super Bowl champs? Here comes Nick Foles again. New Orleans, the #1 seed at home. They don't lose at home in the Drew Brees, Sean Payton era in the playoffs. This is going to be fun. Remember, they played earlier this year, and New Orleans wiped out Philadelphia.
And you'll be calling that game. Enjoy it, partner.
Can't wait.
Oh, going deep here for Taylor. Oh, he can't hang on to it. Almost intercepted. They would have loved the first pick of the game there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
I would dare say that these guys would have liked to have given their defense a little bit more rest since they gave up a touchdown their last time out. But alas, my man, that's not going to happen.
Yep, they're going to have to grab those helmets, get right back out there. Here we go on 4th down with Garoppolo. And it is is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. On first down, Ryan. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Get up!
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Ryan. It's caught over the middle, Hooper. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it first and goal.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Falcons. They've got the football. They've got the lead as we get set to start the 4th. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. From the shotgun, Ryan. And that'll be hauled in by the tight end. It's Hooper for the Falcon touchdown. Austin Hooper from 8 yards out, and the Falcons will add on to their lead. Bryant now to tack on the extra point. And it's no good. No, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. Here's Bosher to kick it away. This will be taken about the 12. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The 49ers getting set to trot out there. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the number 1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold it.
Trusted under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
On second down, here's Garoppolo. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant, and this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Well, when I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interception.
And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 25, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. Two-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo being chased out left. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. One play has him up past the 40 already and another 1st and 10. Garoppolo on first down. And his throw here is incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, he's got a couple more downs to play with.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Garoppolo to try again on 2nd down. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
Garoppolo to throw on 3rd and 1. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On first down, Garoppolo gets this one left side to Pettis. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down. Well, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo, eluding the pressure right. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And yet again, it's Garoppolo. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that. But it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter. It's a good running back dive play.
Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. Garoppolo looks to throw once more. Escaping the pressure right. Goodwin able to haul it in. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now it's Breida. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard go in this game today, hasn't it?
Yeah, this defense, they've met pretty much every challenge in front of them this afternoon.
They're still trying to run the ball, but they're not finding much space.
Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Flush to under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Jack Crawford in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. Garoppolo now on 3rd and goal. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Bruce Irvin in there to drop him, and back-to-back sacks now bring up 4th and long. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. Now Garoppolo, got to have this one. And the pressure gets to him again. He couldn't.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL is on the air. I'm your host, Jonathan Coachman, and this is Madden Ultimate Team. Straight ahead, we've got what should be an interesting matchup between the Los Angeles Rams and the Denver Broncos. With that, we're off to the Rocky Mountains. Standing by in Denver, here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
And a welcome in, everybody, with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, so much gets made about offensive comparisons. Here's a matchup where the defenses may just take center stage.
Yeah, we're usually talking about guys scoring touchdowns. How about the guys who prevent them and change the momentum of the game when they take the ball away? I love those ball hawks in the secondary. People after my own heart.
3rd and long. It's Newton. He gets it to Brown. Complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Now Newton on 1st down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Derek Wolfe in there to get him for a loss of 5. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
On 2nd down, Montgomery. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's the linebacker, Brandon Marshall, there on the tackle. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Back to throw, Newton. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Odell Beckham, 49 yards. And the Rams add on to their lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever. There it results in a touchdown. Extra point try now for Walsh. Walsh adds the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Here's Walsh now to kick this one off. Fairly short kick, taken at the 14 here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Keenum now on 1st down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off right around the 43, and he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Handoff comes to Montgomery, and an alley to run. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. First down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. A give. This is Montgomery. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
Defense.
And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. The Rams on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. On the carry, it's Montgomery. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll run with Montgomery. A solid move on the run, but ultimately stopped short of the goal line. Down at the 2. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
And this one going to wrap up with Cam Newton going down to a knee.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. Well, as always, partner, an extreme pleasure to share a booth with you. I have to say, I am impressed at your discipline because you came here and you said you were not going to eat any of the media buffet.